Good morning, students of class 9, and we are going to study about the physics. Whatever in previous class we have already studied about the graphical representation of physical quantities as speed, velocity, and acceleration, etc. Now today I will go deep into the description of rectilinear velocity. Yeah, you can say angular velocity is a relation between rectilinear and velocity with respect to radius. Now let's have a look of class 9 physics. We have already studied, we have to check whether what we have studied in previous class as what is an acceleration, what is a retardation. One point is left as for your convenience. I am describing here retardation. In next chapter, we will study that whenever if an unbalanced force is applied on an object, then either the object move towards the direction of the force, or in some case it just comes back also. So in that case, whenever if the rate of change of velocity becomes negative, if the rate of change of velocity becomes negative, then it is called the retardation. Retardation is I minus A. It accelerates, becomes constant, and then after it starts reducing its acceleration, that is the retardation. And we have also studied about the uniform acceleration. Now we are going to study about the velocity, time, acceleration, uniform acceleration. Constant, and this is the negative. Now we have to describe about the angular velocity. Before we establish a relation between angular velocity with respect to linear velocity, we will have to study what is a circular velocity, circular motion. When an object moves on a circular path, then it is called the circular motion. As usual, angular velocity is concerned, you may watch it here. This is a circular path and it is center O, this is the radius A, and this, with this respect, it forms an angle theta in anti-clockwise rotation. This is the radius and this is the R, you can say the length. When an object moves on a circular path, making an angle theta with respect to time is known as angular velocity. It is denoted by omega. Now, for your convenience, retardation, when the rate of change of velocity becomes negative, then it is said to be the retardation. Yeah, we can say also that the negative acceleration is called retardation. Now, what we have to see here, this is a velocity time graph, and an object starts from initial velocity 0 and it accelerates with a particular motion and reaches to point A, and after that its initial and final velocity becomes constant, so that in this respect the acceleration becomes constant, that is the 0, and after reaching the point B it reduces with respect to time and reaches at the point C, then after it becomes retardation, that is the negative. Okay. I hope you all are understanding it very clearly and a very simple language I am speaking to you, and this will be also increase your vocabulary, and it will also improve your mode of talking in English and understanding the language very clearly. Once again, meanwhile, I would like to suggest you please wash your hand for 20 to 30 seconds with a soap and stay home, stay safe. Now another point is concerned, we are studying here angular velocity. When an object moves on a circular path making an angle theta with respect to time is known as angular velocity, and it is denoted by omega. So omega is equal to theta oblique t. Omega is equal to theta oblique t. Radian per second, its SI unit is radian per second. Now we see, you may watch it here. As we know, when an object moves on a circular path, covering an arc with radius, then theta is equal to L by R. Then theta is equal to L by R. Now, as I have written, omega is equal to theta oblique t. This is L by R oblique t. Implies that omega is equal to L by R into 1 by t. This is 1 by R into L by t. As we know, velocity v or speed is equal to displacement by time. That is omega is equal to 1 by R into V, that is V by R. Now V is equal to omega R. Linear velocity is equal to angular velocity into radius. Sanitize your hand, sanitize your ball pen, sanitize your mobile or anything else. Whenever if someone touches it, etc., then you must sanitize it, because in this epidemic situation only the precautionary measures are the you can say the medicines for this disease. I hope you all students have already understood it very well, and in the next class we will deeply study about the another points. You may also raise questions regarding this chapter, either numerical or any theoretical questions. Any question, if you will have unable to understand any point, then you may raise your question and put it on WhatsApp. Then I will take it and I will try to my best to give you and satisfy you with my answer. So I hope you all are very intellectual students, and as I am thinking you also belong very well families, and you all are understanding the situation of this epidemic conditions. So you please stay at home and stay safe. Make a social distancing whenever if it is necessary to go out, then always use mask. And हाँ हम्म नहीं 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 नहीं